Sarah Marinan here, and I am a licensed real estate agent in Minnesota and a realtor. And I wanted to explain to you how Minnesota home inspections work during a real estate transaction. Now, the first thing you should know as a buyer is at some point during your search for a home and prior to you buying the home, you should get a disclosure or some information from your agent that says, for your protection, get a home inspection. It explains that a home inspection is not mandatory, however, it is highly advised prior to purchasing a home. So, what is a home inspection? A home inspection should be done by a third party that's not affiliated with the transaction. You want to hire professionals that you trust to look at the home itself and provide any other testing that you want done. Radon, sewer testing, sewer scopes, water tests, lead-based paint, lead in the pipes, mold, energy tests, heat escape tests, whatever tests feel important to you as the buyer, those are the tests you want to have done as part of your home inspection. You really need to be satisfied that you know as much as possible about the home before you purchase it. So again, that leads into why you're doing this. You want to educate yourself on the current condition of the home. Even brand new homes can have problems in their first year, faulty craftsmanship or just poor quality supplies, things that get worn out right away. So really having a home inspection, even on a brand new home, will help you get a third party set of eyes on that house. They will inform you of the current condition, and most good inspectors will talk to you about immediate expenses and future expenses and the cost of potentially maintaining that home over time. So again, that's why you want to have it done. You really want to know what you're getting into now and in future expenses. So when do buyers have home inspections done? Most contracts are contingent or at least include a timeline to have an inspection done right after the paperwork is signed and they've agreed on all the terms to purchase the house. So because those timelines are usually pretty short, you'll want to have that inspection done like immediately, as soon as you can after you sign that paperwork committing to purchase that home. So who chooses the inspector? Who goes to the inspection? Really, the inspection is for the buyer of the home, the future homeowner. They really need to do their research on what kinds of inspections they want to have done, what condition they're expecting the home to be in, and find an inspector that specializes in the type of property you're purchasing. Maybe you're getting a brand new home and you want an inspector that really knows new construction and new codes. Maybe you're shopping for a historical home and you need somebody who understands historical building processes and how they stand up over time. Find an inspector that you trust. This is not your agent. This is not your friend or family member. This should really truly be a third party professional that helps you get a good set of eyes on that home. Now, that's not to say that any home is going to be perfect. Like I mentioned, even new homes have problems, and some inspectors are more alarmists and some are more passive. So you also have to know that about your inspector. Some, because they're paid to nitpick the house apart, will find every little bent wire and everything you can find. And some will just say, I've owned a lot of homes in my life and this is generally speaking a good condition house, or this is generally worse than other houses I've seen. But the idea is an experienced professional will know in this current market how that home stacks up to other homes that they've inspected, and they can answer your questions best about any potential repairs or maintenance things that they feel might come up sooner than later for you, and maybe give you some advice on what you should budget for. That's really what you're looking for. So when are there exceptions to home inspections? Sometimes a seller will hire an inspector before they even put their home on the market, just to really help them understand the condition of their own home and fully disclose as much as they can to the buyers. In a hot market, especially in that condition, you may see a buyer waive doing their own private inspection. I don't advise that, but if it's your dream home and it's the only way to win, that's your choice to do that, to waive an inspection. Sometimes buyers will look at old inspection reports that a seller has, or some of the mandatory inspections that may come up, like the city of Minneapolis has a truth and sale of housing inspection that's required, and that also includes an energy efficiency test. St. Paul has a mandated inspection. Cities like Moundsview and Shoreview have mandated sewer inspections that the seller has to do. So some of those things might be done prior to the buyer even making an offer on the house, but ultimately the buyer is responsible for inspecting the house to their own satisfaction. If they get a report and they want their agent to discuss that report with them, please discuss it with your agent, talk to them about it. You can potentially negotiate repairs with a seller, or if things are extremely bad and you have a contingency, you can back out of the purchase over an inspection. That's another reason they're so important. However, not mandatory, just really important. The kind of misconceptions are that the agent goes to the inspection or the agent hires the inspector. That's not the way it should be. A lot of times those agents are too close to that inspector and the inspector is just trying to help them push a deal through, or the agent isn't concerned about the same things with a house that a buyer is concerned about. And so really the agent shouldn't be making those calls on the inspections. That's really the buyer's personal duty to make sure that they are satisfied with the inspections that are done when they purchase a home. So if you have questions about home inspections or purchasing a home in Minnesota, I'd love to help you out. You can reach me at 651-964-0289 or email me, Sarah@callsarahfirst.com. Thanks.